and welcome back to the Realm of Insanity. I'm your queen, K-Power-XD, and we're back with Necrom. This was actually all in one stream, but I split the VOD because I didn't want it to be too long, and I thought doing a couple of quests per bit of the YouTube would be a great way to upload it, so I hope you like this format. Big thank you to ZeniMax and Bethesda, who give me lots of goodies and support me in the Elder Scrolls Online, because I am an Elder Scrolls Online stream team partner. Previously, in our quests in the Elder Scrolls Online, we poisoned a guy, and we helped unveil a secret spy in the Telvanni with our lovely, saucy lady, Nairu. She is lovely. And I say her name 5 different ways, and I say it differently every time because I know it winds people up and it makes me laugh. We had a very tender conversation with her, and it was a really nice sort of roundup of our times with her and what we've done in previous quests. So, I know, we're getting the Necrom done because there is the Elder Scrolls Online reveal happening. By the time you see this VOD, it's probably already happened. Is it great? Are you excited? I don't know what you're going to get to find out, but you know by now. So, what's the future like? Are we excited for the year? Let me know in the comments if you're a historian and you're watching the video, because you've seen the reveal by now. We know what's happening. We know what's coming. I want to be there. I want to be with you in the future and know what's happening. This still hasn't, oh, it wasn't this one, was it? I think we're going to go do this side quest next, I think. Welcome to the Necropolis. By the way, here's a fun little fact that you might have heard in a previous VOD of mine, but if you're watching on the stream, here's a fun fact. This character here is actually someone's NPC and their pet. Not NPC, it's their OC, their original character. And this is the original character of the person whose artwork was brought into the game as a tattoo without ZeniMax or Bethesda knowing. So the artist that was working on the tattoos that were brought into ESO stole this person's artwork, and Bethesda ZeniMax were very apologetic. They reached out to the person that created it, aka Relin, Daveth, and they sorted out to get their NPC in their original character in Necrom. I think they also had other things that they worked on behind the scenes, but they weren't very public about what happened. But this is their character. This is the character of the person who had that happened. And I just think that's such a nice way to say we are so sorry this happened. But it's really great that they reached out to them and got this sorted, because although it should not have happened by any means, it absolutely shouldn't have happened in the first place, it's nice that they offered up really awesome stuff like this to make up for it. And this character walks around up and down this area at the side of Necrom. Yeah. Going underground! Take the catacombs key. Wait, what? Oh, I see. Ah, right. Okay, I'm being stupid. It is here. It's just a little bit confusing. Well, this is why it's good that I upload this on YouTube, because if anyone else gets confused like I did, there you go. You can come look at this VOD and see the answers. Okay, take the catacombs key. Ah, yes, I remember now. We were, like, going underground and talking to a bunch of people, and they told us where we can keep someone's key. Will we get anything good from these urns? Let's see. Is this kind of like Alice in Wonderland moment? The doors look really small until you run up to them, and then they're not small. Oh, what's happening? Hidden Kindred Shadowblade. Got loads of bookshelves to read. Highly recommend reading bookshelves if you're in a new zone. I don't think I... Oh, wait, did I come through? No, obviously I didn't come through here before because I just read a lore book. So reading bookshelves, you can sometimes get upgraded skills, just like in Skyrim. You can unlock lore books, which will be added to your lore book library. And looking up grabbing lore books for me is especially important because I sometimes read lore books on my YouTube channel as a practice to get better at voice acting / narrating. Also just to have some fun content on YouTube. There's a couple of readings that I've done over there if you're interested. Watching those definitely counts towards my watch hours, so I'd appreciate it if you did. Note to self, way to get a character into a game. Design cool art to put on people. Have someone steal my work to put in the game without me or the game owner knowing. Find my art in the game. Let the company know. Prove it's mine. Magically be in the game. Yeah, it was... I don't think it's the most fun way to get your art, to get your original character in a video game. Obviously, we all dream of... I would absolutely love if Coriel could be an NPC in the game, or Kajaji, actually. I'd probably prefer Kajaji, because I can't physically play as Kajaji, whereas I could have Kajaji as an Elfique in Elder Scrolls Online. But I don't think anyone wants that to be the reason they get a character in the game, but at the same time, I mean, you're not going to say no, are you? But I would love Kajaji to be in this game. I think if I was ever offered to have my original character in the game, I can't imagine what their reaction was like when they originally saw that email or DM or however they got it offering. Because I would genuinely jump so high that I would smash my head into the ceiling. I would scream. I would cry. I would be so ridiculous. Especially, like, obviously, my biggest dream would to have Kajaji in the game and do a voice line for her. That would be the ultimate, but I don't see that happening. Number one, because you have to be, I think, to do voices for Bethesda, you have to be part of the unions, but I'm not cool enough for that yet, so can't be doing that yet, unfortunately. Urns, for some reason, are so great to loot. The amount of times you will get a recipe or a pattern from an urn seems to be much higher than anything else. I don't know if it's just because there's a lot more urns around versus other things, but... well, I don't think Elfique would ever become a playable character. Maybe an Elfique companion. I mean, we do already have Azabi and Fazez, which are merchant and banker. I mean, I feel like Kajaji would be a really great assistant as well. Like, who, I don't know how she would, I don't know what she would work, but... she's a healer, so I think she'd be a really great companion, to be honest. But at the same time, I don't know. I feel like her being an NPC would be more viable, because she's a tiny little Elfique. She could be a portable outfit station, but I don't know. She's not really. I mean, she does love her scarves.
Destroy that foul censer, friend.
She does love scarves, but she's much more of a healer alchemist. Maybe a portable alchemy station she could be. But no, I don't know. So with a CP perk, you technically have a chance to get 3 plants from 1 urn. Really? I didn't know that. I need to double check my CP perks, because a lot of them I don't actually use when I'm questing, so I should probably fix that by swapping them around. The necropolis is closed! I'm kind of sad I'm not going to hear that when I run across the necropolis anymore.
Take the key from the desk and head to the catacombs.
We have embers, so might be a while before they add another fuzzy friend. I think so too, especially when there's a few races we don't have as companions yet. I'd be happy as an NPC. I love him. Would get myself a cameo from his voice actor if I could. Aww. She could be a summon merchant. She doesn't like parting with things or her gold. I feel like she would be an NPC you find in the Mages Guild. If Kajaji was going to be anywhere, she'd either be in the Mages Guild. To be honest, if Kajaji was going to be in the game, it would make sense for her to have been in this chapter because of her connection with Hermaeus Mora. Whoops. Oopsie! If you haven't watched Roads Less Traveled, by the way, Roads Less Traveled is a Dungeons & Dragons campaign set in the Elder Scrolls world, and it is run by the lovely Ophelia. There's links in chat if you're on Twitch, or you can head to Ophelia's Twitch channel. All of her collections are there. Series 1, or Campaign 1, or whatever you want to call it. Season 1 is the one with Kajaji, who I played. It was meant to be a one-shot, and it started as a one-shot. But then it ended up being a whole campaign, and I played Kajaji, a small Elfique who was obsessed with books and knowledge, which is why she might have attracted some eyeballs. And she also was obsessed with becoming the best healer that she could ever be and would basically do anything to get there. So, yeah. Roads Less Traveled Season 2 is still ongoing, but unfortunately, us being all content creators and some of them also having full-time jobs, it's really hard to get together like we did back when it first came out. A lot of people since Season 1 have taken on side hustles and just very, very busy at the moment. So it's not ended, it's not stopped, but it's also slowed down a lot. But we did have a session just before Christmas. It was a very long session. So if you want to go watch it, I highly recommend you go check out the VODs. There is also a TikTok channel that is slowly adding little videos, but it's not added any videos for a while. But the ones that are up there are really, really funny. But I love Roads Less Traveled. Ophelia is a fantastic DM. That group of tabletoppers is so good. Everyone's roleplay is so brilliant. It's a very heavily roleplay Dungeons and Dragons campaign. So if you're not that interested in combat and battles, then this is perfect for you. It's very much story orientated. And I think you'll fall in love with Kajaji, because I think most people did. We still have a Kajaji emote. And I said, do we want a Raynil emote instead? And everyone was like, no, we want Kajaji. So I might have to swap one of the follower emotes so that we can have Kajaji and Raynil, but I feel like Kajaji has a special place in people's hearts, and part of me was tempted to bring Kajaji back as like a kind of old, like a really much older Khajiit, although probably not, because with a certain somebody's help, I'm sure she could live a much longer life than any other Alfiq. Because Khajiit and Alfiq have the same sort of timeline lifeline as we do as humans, which is why I'll be celebrating my 30th birthday, unlike people like Dawn, who are real life elves who are celebrating their 20,000th birthday or something. I live the same life as all of you as a Khajiit, so yeah. I love that group. And you know what? We do stay in contact in messages and stuff, and it's one of the very few groups of fellow creators that I often will send messages, or if I see something and think of them, I'll send it to them. And quite a few people from that group I actually play games with a lot off stream now, which is really nice. So yeah, I love them all so much. They're so wonderful. Highly recommend Roads Less Traveled. Tell Coriel, what else can you tell her about Prior Didn and their tomb?
Prior Didn established the Keepers of the Dead as a religious order and built this abbey over the ancient necropolis.
I'm gonna drink my tea while
He
we listen
lived
to this.
and died here centuries ago.
Do you know anything about the relic? The Fulcrum Obscura?
I don't remember that coming up in any of the abbot's lectures. But Prior Didn possessed many talents. Legend has it he could command powerful Daedra and resist their
sugar
lures.
and it tastes good.
And
oh
he was
no,
given
I'm getting
some sort
old.
of charge by Lord Vivek personally.
And where will Coriel find Prior Didn's tomb?
I only visited it once, with Abbot Ilvel when I was very young. It's somewhere in the lower catacombs, at the very deepest point in the necropolis. Remember, Blightcrown brought the hidden kindred with him. You might have to fight to get there.
Abbot Livel and I, and Abbot Livel and the other keepers are going to be alright. Yes?
The ancestors watch over us.
Thank you
I
for
have
sharing your
faith
watch
that
street,
in moments
Paru.
of
How are
need,
you today?
my prayers
Hope
will
you're
be
glad,
answered.
because if you... I said Rogue, by the way,
Help
it is so
and
nice to
senses
see you
were
around
destroyed when
again.
that foul
I'm so
miasma
glad
was
that the fates have
dissipated.
aligned and brought us together
I'll do
again.
what I
We've
can
missed you.
while you deal with the imposter.
You saucy bean. Tell this one, you and your Steam obsession. Tell this one about the catacombs.
Since the founding of Morrowind, Dark Elves have interred their dead in necropolises. Necrom is one of the oldest, maybe the oldest. Here, our people can visit their revered ancestors, seek their guidance, remind them they haven't been forgotten.
Are there many relics in the catacombs?
It depends what you mean by relic. Many families choose to honor their dead by entombing them with trophies or keepsakes. Some of those might be valuable, or dangerous. But no Dark Elf would think of stealing from their ancestors.
Let me just drink this last bit of tea. Music got very dramatic as I started walking away. Did I already read these? Maybe. Water steam or Gabe Newell steam? Every game has to be on this, otherwise people cry steam. Makes people addicted to using one launcher steam. I like the music in Necrom. It's so oh, look at that! We got a grapple pie and a stone carving ore. Pardon me. Pardon me. Oh dear, that was so rude of me. Okay. Search the catacombs. Me too. I enjoy hanging out and having you in the background while I piddle around some. Yeah. I feel like that's... Oh, wow, we got a purple. I'm especially pleased that so many people give me the honor. And a lot of people complain about lurkers. But I personally find it a huge honor that people enjoy my content enough to have it on in the background while they get on with stuff. Because to me, that makes it feel like they see me more of a TV show versus a stream. And they don't need that interaction. I'm entertaining enough without it. I obviously love people talking too. I think both are equally fabulous. But like I said, to me, it is a huge honor that people have me on in the background. Work lurking to me will never be offensive. I will always feel honored that people take their time out of their day to watch me, whether they talk or not. And a lot of people go, well, chatters mean more. No, they don't. You all mean so much.
Keep looking. Like crap.
Just you hanging out with me, whether you're lurking, whether you're chatting, it all means a lot. Obviously, I do really like getting to know you and having you as a part of the internet family, but whether you're lurking or typing, you're part of the internet family anyway. It is nice to learn a bit about you because you know so much about me, but that's obviously not required. I just had like a flashback to my days in returns then, because I used to have to mark things as like damaged, warranty, and not required, and for some reason saying not required then gave me terrible flashbacks. The people that would mark down, for example, an injector as not required, and it would completely stink of fuel. And you were just like, really? You really? Really? And not to the... Right, so injectors a lot of the time will smell a little bit fuel-y because they have to test them before they send them out. So they do often have a slight scent. But there's a difference between being tested and having a slight bit run through it and absolutely reeking and dripping everywhere. And they'd be like, no, I definitely didn't use it. No, it wasn't me. I think you did use it, bro. I think you did use it. I think you're fibbing, buddy. I think you're doing a little bit of a fib, don't you? They really did try it, though. I'd end up getting into some proper email-y arguments, just backwards and forwards, moaning.
Unburdened.
Well, I watched you for more than 6 months without a Twitch account, and I can confirm that... Wait, I didn't know this! Have you told me this before, Drummer? Or is this new information? I feel like I didn't know this. I feel like this is new information. You watched me for 6 months before you made an account? That is so cute! I love that! Customers in retail are the worst, yeah. I would never... I think it should be the law for everybody to work at least one day in retail. Because I feel like nobody would treat the retail workers badly if everybody gave it a go and knew how bad, like how damaging to your brain it can be. Yeah, it was the first thing I typed in chat when I joined. Okay, to be fair, that was in 2020. We all know how much of a blur life was in 2020. And yes, I did just click your name so I could check. You have to, if you tell me a fun fact, you've got to remind me every few months, you see. I hear a lot of fun facts. I wish I could think of them all. I really wish I could remember all the fun facts, because I'd love to. I wish my brain could hold them all. We need Galadriel. Galadriel. No, Galadriel. No, Galadriel. No, Galadriel.
What kind of trouble we getting into?
You've got rabbit.
One total giveaway that someone is lying if they say, would I lie to you? Would I lie to you? Can you trust me? All these things that I've found just from looting containers and stuff. Right, come back now, Ember. You can return to me now. I started watching you in April 2020, created my account in December 2020. Thanks, fine. To anyone that is currently sitting and watching me and you haven't made a Twitch account, I really appreciate you being here. But also, if you make an account, you don't have to type, but it does make you count as a viewer and it does help me out. I think you... Oh! I don't know if I was meant to... I was probably...
You have got to be taking the mickey.
I probably should have gone down...
Dirty
I
chat.
probably should have gone down the stairs. There's no pressure to type ever, though. There's no pressure to do anything except whatever you feel comfortable. At the end of the day, I do this because I love it. The fact that it's become my full-time job is a huge bonus on the side. But the reason I do this is because I love making people happy. I love spreading smiles. I've always been the jester or the clown of my friend groups. And so, ultimately, I want you to have the best time. You always come first. To the point that I have turned down sponsorships for like £3,000 for one stream because I just thought it was a bit scammy for you and I would get more out of it than you because it was like super addictive mobile games that are super pay to win, etc, etc.
Fulcrum of Skira. Wait. Someone approaches Tovasar.
Oh.
Quick, take the relic.
The
Dear.
relic broke. Still, this portion contains the power we need. I leave our guests to you, Black.
Yes, and you can follow and it gives you notifications when you come back, absolutely. By the way, did you know...
Blight Crown, most favored priest of Periites. I leave you with a blessing from the prince.
Ah! Did you know? If you follow, it doesn't come up with your username. My follows are completely anonymous. It will still come up with a pop-up so I can thank you, but it will say someone joined the Realm of Insanity. And oh my god, we got like a bullet time ESO moment. And it won't say it. Because I know that sometimes you just want to sit and watch a stream. And when do you know those awkward moments when you follow someone and you're like, oh, I'm not following...
Makes you go wild.
Is it me or all my things like super loud today? Or is it that my headset's loud? Or is ESO quieter? I don't even know anymore. Either way. Oh, do you know what? I bet I know what I think it is. I bet I know what I thinky dinky it is. I bet I know what I think it is. I bet if I do this, right? If I do that, and I do that. Maybe that'll help. So basically, I hate that feeling of when you really want to follow someone, but you also are really busy and you're lurking, and you just know that when it pops up with your name, they're going to be like, hello, your name, how you doing? And I don't like that. So I like it when people's alerts are anonymous. Because, you know, if I want people to say hello to me, I'll type in chat. But if I want to follow, I kind of want to do it a bit more stealthy. So that's why I have stealth follows in my community, in my channel.
I saw Torvasad at Telbaro. He and Shenreni talked about a rite. What are they up?
Yeah, they seem a bit louder, but I don't think it's like ear-breaking. It's just, I don't know what's going on. I think it's because I updated my Windows and all the volumes that I had on my things have changed. Annoyingly. Yeah, we're introvert friendly here. Everybody's welcome, whether you like talking to people or not. We're inclusive, we're diverse. I'm very proud of this community. I love all your butts.
Look,
We do welcome a bit of everyone.
And feeling much better.
Bit of everyone.
Is this the one, Daedn? You saved many lives, friend. Come, talk with me.
You have a very big forehead. That's not a forehead, that's a 5-head.
Young Daedn
Look at
told
that!
me your mission for the Prince of Fate. A strange
If it was a hot day, you could fry an egg on that.
But I thank you for saving the necropolis.
We owe you.
Harry, hello. Leanne, hello. Hope you're glad, because if you're not, I'll be sad. This is the Elder Scrolls Online.
You find the imposter who called himself Prelate Farah.
The prelate is actually a Periite priest named Blightcrown. They got away with part of the relic, unfortunately.
Interesting. I know Prior Durdrin cavorted with Daedra, but there was no mention of Periite in any of the chronicles. At least I see that you recovered the rest of the relic. I have no idea what they think it can do, or if it even still functions.
What should this one do with this piece of the relic?
Oh, hold on to it, of course. Gadain said that fate led you to us. I can only assume it was because of the Fulcrum Obscura. It must have a role in whatever trials you must face to save Nirn. Yes, my young charge told me everything. He does that.
Was there anything else, APOCRYPHA?
Just this. I am in no condition to help you recover the relic. None of the Keepers are. Well, none except Gadain. I will send our young curate with you. Search out these villains, put a stop to their scheme, and recover the Fulcrum Obscura. Gadain, go with this adventurer. Retrieve the stolen piece of Fulcrum Obscura. You need to see more of the world anyway.
Go? But... Yes, Abbot. I'll do it. Friend, a word, please? I never traveled far from Necrom. Barely left the Telvanni Peninsula, and that was just one trip to Mournhold with Abbot Ilvel. The Abbot has given me a mission, though, and I mean to complete it. Just tell me what to do, and I'll follow your lead.
Meet Coriel at the Necrom Bindery. She's working with someone named Leramil the Wise.
The Necrom Bindery? I thought that place was abandoned. Of course I'll meet you there. Oh, and the Abbot authorized me to give you this. For exposing Blightcrown and saving the necropolis. They got away with part of the relic, but we'll get it back.
Ooh, meet Laram. Oh, hello. That's handy. I was just about to go talk to you. Okay.
Your work here is done, Proxy. Still we... That dark elf also bears the mark of fate.
And an emo haircut.
I shall speak with you momentarily, Curate. You have examined the threads of fate and learned much. Return to the Necrom Bindery and we shall determine our next steps.
Someone played Join the Black Parade.
Me? Of course. Go on, friend. I'll see you soon.
When I was... Look at him. When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to meet Leramil the Wise. She said, I have the mark of fate and I'm gonna join the believers of Hermaeus Mora. That's his vibes, bro. That's what his vibes are like. Okay. Wait, where am I going? Back here to talk to what's it? The do bit. Hello? Hello? Okay. Oh, hello.
Gadain of Necrom, you tend the archive of corpses.
Never heard it called that before. But yes. Yes, I do. Would you like a tour of the catacombs?
Perhaps later. Hermaeus Mora's Proxy returns.
Ah, of course. I'm sure the two of you have much to discuss.
He even stands like an emo kid. I love it.
3 labors were set before you, Proxy. Now Vermina, Periite, and Master Shelreni stand revealed as our foes. I have been speaking with Curate Gadain. I find him intriguing. but I wish to hear it from you. What did you find in Necrom Abbey?
Peryite's cult infiltrated the abbey. Blightcrown stole a relic from the catacomb.
Just as Gadain told me then.
Yeah.
The Fulcrum Obscura. The hidden kindred are well named, although I understand you prevented them from escaping with the complete relic. Let us move on. What happened after we parted ways at Telrendis?
Well, you see, this one rescued Meln from Master Shelrendi. Without him, she cannot easily decipher the Black Book.
Black books serve as doorways into Apocrypha. A master such as Shelreni Barrow likely has other ways to reach Hermaeus Mora's domain. So why is this particular book so important to her? What did you find in Alavelis?
Vermina's servants built a gate to Apocrypha so they could break into the tranquil catalogue.
Able to invade Apocrypha unnoticed and break into the realm's master index. Our enemies are bold and capable, it seems. 3 different locations and 3 different schemes. They must be connected, but how? What are Mora's foes trying to do?
Hemera's enemies are searching for a key, a rite, and a forgotten dream.
I believe.
By the way,
I
Hemera
see.
is what
The
the
relic
Khajiit
must be the
call
key. The
Hermaeus
secret
Mora.
Vermina's servants
Mora.
Apocrypha is the location of the dream, and the Black Book is needed for the rite they plan.
We're learning all the fun facts today.
Someone put them up to this, but who?
A Dremora named Tovesad, plotted with Master Shelreni, Blightcrown, and Vermina.
Well done, Proxy. Now we have a name for the spider at the center of this web. Key, rite, and dream. These are the threads we must follow to unmask our foe's true goal. Take this, with the thanks of Hermaeus Mora.
Oh boy. I want that Hermaeus Mora plushie so bad. Please, Bethesda, put the Hermaeus Mora plushie, the Hemera plushie, in the Bethesda International store, not just the Bethesda US store. And while you're at it, can you become a throne partnered thingy-mabob? Please, thank you. I'd appreciate it. I really need to do that. I'm going to put that on my list of things to do, like formally request through Bethesda that they join Throne as a proper seller. Bethesda Throne. Okay. Added to notes. Please remind me, if I say I need to do that at some point, just tell me to add it to my notes, because otherwise I'll forget.
I have been conversing with Curate Gadain. I find him interesting. But now we must return to the business at hand. The fates of 2 worlds depend on what we do next, Proxy. Shall we proceed?
You will tell, Coriel. Have you determined what the hidden kindred plan to do with the relic and the rite?
I admit the particulars of their plan currently elude me. Clearly they believe the relic, this Fulcrum Obscura, and the rite are key to remembering the dream they seek. To stop them, we must learn more about the dream and the secret it holds.
How do we do that, Laramil?
We go to Apocrypha. The stacks of Cypher's Midden contain the most extensive collections of tomes and treatises in all the known realms. If answers to our questions exist, we will find them there. Will you continue to aid me in this endeavor?
Coriel will go with you to Cypher's Midden.
The portal in the room downstairs connects to the endless library of Apocrypha. Once there, head northwest and meet me at Cypher's Midden. Our research begins there. Since Curate Gadain is intent on recovering the relic, he shall accompany us.
Why are there portals to Apocrypha in an abandoned bookbindery, Laramil?
Where better to hide Oblivion portals than inside a ruined bookshop? This is just one of many studies I utilize across Tamriel. I even have a site in Apocrypha from which I can conduct my research. In Cypher's Midden, to be exact.
Tell Coriel more about the Cypher's Midden.
The Ciphers of the Eye established the site as a headquarters of sorts. These mortals have come to APOCRYPHA at the invitation of Hermaeus Mora. They maintain and study the many libraries of the realm. It is both a refuge and a place of learning.
And how do we know about the hidden kindred?
Not enough.
What do we know, did you mean?
Among their number, along with the Arcanists who fought beside him when you defeated them. They are Daedric cultists devoted to rival princes. Their cooperation relates directly to the threat Mora has foreseen.
Right. The threat against APOCRYPHA that also endangers Nirn.
The unraveling of reality, Hermaeus Mora called it. All because Vermina, Periite, and Torvasad seek to find a dream, remembered only in APOCRYPHA. We must ferret out why. Hopefully the knowledge stored in Cypher's Midden will aid our investigation.
Remind Khajiit, what is going on here again?
Hermaeus Mora selected you to help preserve reality from a threat he foresaw. Your ability to alter destiny and fate makes you instrumental in the struggle ahead. We learned that a secret Vermina and Periite seek threatens both APOCRYPHA and Nirn.
Tell Khajiit about Vermina and Periite.
Vermina, the Daedric Prince of Dreams, and Periite, the Daedric Prince of Pestilence. They set aside their animosities to challenge Hermaeus Mora, the Prince of Fate. They pursue a secret they believe is connected to whatever offense Mora committed.
And why does that concern Nirn?
Because Hermaeus Mora has foreseen that if they reveal this secret, reality itself will unravel, destroying not only the realm of fate,
Unravioli
as well. That would be regrettable. This appears to be related to Torvasad's lost dream.
Torvasad?
Torvasad is a Dremora without a clan. He seems to be the linchpin that negotiated the alliance between Vermina and Periite. All because he believes his lost dream concerns some wrong they think the one who knows perpetrated against them. Curate Gadain, are you certain you wish to accompany us?
Absolutely. The relic is my responsibility. Let me just grab a few essentials. I'll be right back.
Fate provides the aid we need, Proxy. We will meet you at Cypher's Midden.
Oh, wow. So that counted as 2 separate quests? Okay, girl. Pop off, babe. Right, so look at this. We're making progress. So I did say we'll do main story, side quest, main story. So that technically was 2 main stories. So I lied. I finished up 2 main stories because I think we started on 2, right? So now we're on 4. So let's go do some sidey quests. I don't know why I came in here because I need to meet them at the Cypher's Midden or whatever. So let me go and have a look at what we can do now. I'm going to go down here to the Way Shrine and we're going to go to a new place we are. I fibbed to you, I did. So, Tel Dreloth, I think, is what we're going to do next. And then I think that's like most of the side quests in Telovani Peniswali may be done. Oh, did I just run away from you? I am so sorry, bro. Hey!
Well, that was a waste of time.
Oh dear. Oh wait, is this one instead? I mean, either way, we can do either of these, so I'll just talk to this person.
Grundo was defeated. Well done.
Was that you that just said that? Because it sounded completely different than you.
No one goes to Salem.
Who said that?
And now I can see why. Getting badgered by priests.
Badgers!
Isn't worth seeing the one impressive relic they keep at the shrine. Is that where you're headed?
What shrine? What is going on?
The Shrine of St. Voorhees? Patron saint of House Telvanni? It's the only reason why anyone would go to Salem Mora. I stopped by to see the relic of St. Voorhees, but the High Priest wouldn't even let me get close enough to get a good look.
Forgive this one for asking, but what is so special about this relic?
I didn't stay long enough to find out. Apparently, it's an honor just to be in its mere presence. Didn't feel like anything special to me. If you're headed that way, maybe you can see what all the fuss is about.
This one will head to the shrine of St. Voris and see what is going on.
Good luck, outsider. You're going to need it.
Ooh. Is that a threat? A thief to catch a thief. Hey, what are you trying? Hello, babies! Oh, they're so baby. Oh, no! Oh, it's just asleep. It's okay. It's just asleep. It's just asleep. Oh my god, the little baby pony guas. Where's the babies? I love guas. Another fun fact with K-Pow. My first character on the Elder Scrolls Online during the beta and then on release, I remade the same girl, was a Dragon Knight Dark Elf. And it was before I had any race, any alliance. So my first ever faction was Ebonheart Pact. So I've done the whole of the Ebonheart Pact storyline. I've never finished the Alderain Dominion storyline. We have been going through it on stream together, but because every time I start it, a new chapter comes out and I have to do that new chapter, I'm a bit behind. I think we're in Green Shade. Yeah, we're quite a bit through Green Shade, but we are slowly making our way through the Alderain Dominion storyline. Slowly. So I have a lot of fondness for Ebonheart Pact themed stuff like Guaz and all that.
The Talisman of will be mine, and I'm all yours, Relassi, if you can catch me.
Oh, he sounds fun.
The Lark of Rosgard is so smug when he's got the high ground. He won't be so smug when he's level with my boot. And his little disappearing act. Let me get my hands on him and I'll make him disappear.
You must tell Khajiit. What is going on here?
That fetching thief has been a thorn in my side for far too long. He's planning to rob the shrine at Selin Mora of the sacred relic of St. Voris. I need extra hands if I'm to stop him. Yours could do. Are you looking for work?
Tell Khajiit. What would you need her to do?
Stand in for me at the shrine and the Khajiit caravan nearby. Ask questions. Search for any clues or suspicious activity and assure the High Priest that I have everything under control. Help me, and I'll make sure you're compensated for your time.
Khajiit will help you with your investigation. For a price?
High Priest Treelan will be your point of contact at the shrine. He seems insistent the Khajiit are involved in the heist somehow. I have a feeling they're only guilty of poor timing. Meet me back here when you're done.
Wait, who are you? And how did you get involved in all of this?
I'm Relassi. I'm a buoyant armiger and I serve the will of the Tribunal. I'm fully aware that I may be more straight-laced than other armigers you've met. No need to remark on it. My standing orders are to apprehend the Lark. That's why I'm here.
It sounds like you and the Lark of Rosgard have history.
History? That's one way to put it. The others in my order seem to delight in romanticizing this cat and mouse.
What do you want?
The Lark plays up between us.
Oi!
I tell you, there's nothing poetic about persistently playing the.
What do you want? Poking your head.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. I have to blur that because the company I work for don't really like me doing things on social media.
He wore his uniform online once and he got in very much trouble.
So, yes.
Well, he wasn't in his uniform.
No.
But he was at work.
Shame you ain't got that. I think I have got that.
I know, that was such a funny video. So Angry Doug got in trouble for posting content to do with his work. He's not allowed to do stuff online with his work now, which is why he had to not be on the stream with it. But he got in trouble because he wore, what was it, an inflatable cowboy.
It was a fancy dress. And,
for charity.
For charity.
They all brought money in.
Arranged by the company. And I wore a blow-up fancy dress with a cowboy on it. And I was trotting around. I was trotting around.
Someone was filming it, and
I didn't realise someone was filming it.
And they put it on a social media place. I think the title was "I bet you wish your boss was like this" or something. And it was just Angry Dad going.
So yeah, I didn't get into trouble over it.
You did get a disciplinary.
No, I got close. No, they didn't. Give
I
me
thought
one.
you did.
No,
you got threatened with one though.
No, yeah, only because of something else that went on that I can't really talk.
No,
but something else went on, and when I went up, they couldn't stop laughing because they thought my actual video was funny. But yeah.
It doesn't exist anymore, chat. You wouldn't be able to find it. Plus, it wasn't tagged with anything you'd find.
No,
it had to. We're doing a very chill charity stream today for the Samaritans, which are the ones really great charity for people that are struggling and need someone to talk to. A lot of people are not lucky enough to have friends and family who they feel comfortable ringing up and talking about their problems. So the Samaritans have phone lines open 24/7 for you to go ring them up, talk to them. They can give you some advice on things. They go through amazing training, and they're a charity that take lots of life-saving calls all the time. So if you want to donate, you can do !donate in Twitch chat or YouTube chat. If you're on TikTok, you can go to the link in my bio and click the links page, and there'll be a button on my links for you to do you mean scroll up?
Scroll up, yeah.
What did you miss?
Mystery Candle, what's the matter? Let me be your Samaritan. Why are you not good? Look, I haven't been good.
Aww.
Sorry, Papa Pal. So I just noticed that, and it really went really quick, those scrolls, and I saw so many people saying hello, Papa Pal and Angry Dad, and I've missed them all. So I'm going to say hello to you all.
He's happy this time because you're actually saying hello. He strops if he comes in and no one says
Angry
Angry Dad.
Day, not one of you said hello, right? And that makes me angry.
He strops off, and then what makes me laugh is you strop off, and then they all start saying it because there's a delay. There's a delay.
There's a delay. But,
I have a lot of memories with my dad that weren't funny at the time, but hilarious and valued memories. Yeah, we have quite a few like that in this family.
It is the dark season, you're right, and it is hard, right? But the good thing
is... Blue Monday today.
The good thing is...
Which is why we're raising money for Samaritans.
The good thing is we've gone past the longest nights, and the days are starting to get longer. So we're heading for that. We're halfway through January. You just got February to go, and then we're there, aren't we? We've got a bit of March. It won't take long. You'll be looking at me, Mr. Candle, and saying, do you know what? You was right. It didn't take that much longer, did it? We're there. It's just cold.
Do you know what happens in February, Angry Dad? You become the dad of someone who's 30.
I know. A 30-year-old.
30-year-old. Your daughter. Not that I act it.
I've just heard the old microwave go. That means I've got to go and have my dinner.
Oh.
Anyway, right? Yes. Birthday. 30th. Big one. Big one. Yeah? So we've got to have loads of... right?
He'd make a great streamer, wouldn't he?
So I don't have to pay out so much money. You can all do it for me. Anyway. Enjoy din-dins. I'm going to go. I've had a long day today. I've had to work on the front counter.
Oh, not till we were just saying retails.
I've got this to return. Can I have one of them? And then can I have that?
That's
and then,
what we were talking about. Not required. Not required.
Oh, just not required. And it was like 4 different transactions. Just
I was reading something or said something in the game earlier, and I said not required,
Stubberson?
And it gave me flashbacks.
I've not farted, Stubberson. That's one thing.
Yes, you did.
No, that's my breath. Right, I'm going.
Is it your feet?
Enjoy yourselves. It is going to start getting lighter. The nights are getting shorter. We're going to start getting into spring, which is the best time of the year.
Yes, we're going to bring in the swoofensmer.
We're going to have all the daffodils coming up, all the spring and all the little birds and stuff. So, come on, it's nearly there. Mystery Candle, it's nearly there. It's getting that time of the year. I can get my boat in the water and start fishing again.
Hey.
Bye-bye all.
Laters taters. Thanks for stopping by, Angry Dad. That was Angry Dad, everybody. If you're new here, that is my dad, my actual dad. Not just some pretending to be my dad. He's very cool. Very hip and down with the kids, as you can tell, because he got in trouble for being an idiot at work. So just a note on what Angry Dad said there. Spring is... Oh, what just happened? Outside! Thank you so... Wait, I swear I had a special alert for 50 squids. Why didn't it work? I swear I had... Has my... Everything crashed? Oh, okay. I swear I had a special alert. I think my I can't... Oh, my mouse. My mouse is disconnected. It's coconutted. One day, I want to hire a furry artist to do some furry art of me because I want to see how someone would draw me as a furry artist.
Hello there.
Oh.
Daedric Prince of Madness, welcoming you to the realm.
We do PvP usually during Mid-Year Mayhem because I love the chaos that happens. But we sometimes go into Cyrodiil randomly, usually as a small group though. Hi, High Priest What's It Flubit.
If you're here to bask in the presence of the talisman of St. Voorhees, I humbly ask that you do so out of arm's reach. If you have any questions about the relic's history, I'd be more than happy to answer them.
Well, that's great, because I have a lot of questions. This one is here because Relassi hired her to help them stop the relic from being stolen, yes?
Shh, not so loud. This is a very delicate...
Oh yeah, that's not allowed. We're the realm of insanity, not dirty bean water. That's not allowed. The word is actually banned.
Relassi hasn't exactly kept us apprised of her plans. What did she send you to do?
She wanted Khajiit to search for anything suspicious and assure you she has everything under control, yes?
Of course she did. That's it. I'm sending a priest to shadow her. After Relassi came through to examine the talisman, I've had to stand watch. I've made sure not to let anyone get too close, especially not any outsiders. It's been exhausting.
Have you had any visitors that were not dark elves?
Aside from you, there was one other, an elder Khajiit who asked many questions. Without, I might add, the judgmental sneering typical of most outsiders. I cannot recall his name, but he was alone. I've heard the dangerous ones only travel in groups.
What can you tell this one about the history of the shrine?
I'm so glad you asked. This shrine has stood since the dawn of the Second Era in honor of St. Voorhees the Immolent, patron saint of House Telvanni. I am the High Priest, and I oversee the care of our most valued relic, the Talisman of St. Voorhees.
And what is the story behind the talisman?
St. Voorhees believed that we honor our ancestors through the forceful expression of will over others. The gem within the relic exemplifies this belief. It was claimed in conquest during his march across elsewhere.
Saint Voorhees stole the gem from Khajiit in elsewhere?
Not stole.
Elsewhere?
Claimed
Land of the Khajiit.
The shrine is dedicated to exercising our forceful expression. We hope to someday unravel the hidden mystical properties held by the gem that eluded even the great Saint Voorhees until his death.
Please, answer, Coriel. You mean no one has been able to figure out what is inside what the gem inside the talisman can do?
Testing one's will on the talisman serves as a humbling reminder that forceful expression of one's will is an unending journey. Salen Mora used to be a haven for aspiring Telvanni, pilgrims eager to test their mettle. But alas, those days are gone.
People do not visit anymore? Why not?
Most come to visit the crypts. Few stay to properly observe the majesty of the relic. I cannot understand why. Admittedly, we have had an influx of visitors since this Lark character announced his intentions to steal the talisman.
The heist is drawing more visitors?
I'd hate to think that spectacle was the only thing calling pilgrims to the shrine anymore. And if the lock succeeds, there won't be anything here worth visiting for at all. Please, make sure Elossi stops him, will you?
Ew. Can I just take this? Let me take it. Let me steal it.
Excuse me. Please step back from the relic.
Sorry, I was just having a look. She's so grumpy. I was reading that. Pfft, I guess I'm not now. I guess I'm not allowed to read it. Wow, that's rude. That's suspicious. That's rude. That's suspicious. Did that? Oh, I didn't do it. I'm still a little bit sad that I didn't grab the prairie dog. The groundhog. Hello!
Dark elves lurk about the edges of our camp.
My buddies!
You worry too much. Surely they mean us no harm.
Hello!
Old fool.
Hello, friends! My fellow people! Hello! Oh, they're all so cute! I really hope they don't stab me in the back. I'll be sad. The Eye of Bandari! Bandari! Elucerodoro fears his history will be lost forever to the Bandari. He copies it here, so his children's children may know it and make their hearts light. Many ages ago, dark elves crossed the sands of elsewhere, led by the Fiery One, a mage who had never met a soul he had not wished to conquer. When the Khajiit opened their arms to these ash-faced strangers, those who do not have swords buried in their chests were clapped in irons and shipped away, never to be seen again. This one's little ancestor fled with her caravan into the desert. The Fiery One chased them like the threat of sunrise. Far from food and shelter, they were caught with nowhere to run. The Fiery One searched little ancestor and held up a prize. A radish-sized gem, bright as 2 moons and smooth from being passed between many hands. "What is this?" the Fiery One asked. But the little ancestor bit her tongue and said nothing. "It is a sacred thing to you, little ancestor." Oh wait, "It is a sacred thing to you, yes?" Little ancestor was silent still. "It holds great power, does it not?" And at last the little ancestor spoke. It is powerless outside of the hands of the Bandari, yes?" The Fiery One waved his warriors to stand down. The gem entranced him. "Covet your miserable lives," he told the Bandari. "Weep as I return victorious to my homeland, where my forceful will unravel the gem powers inside this sacred gem." And so, the Fiery One left the clan in the desert with their miserable lives. But he did not know that the little ancestor had been given the gem only that day by her clan mother in exchange for a sweet song to lift everybody's spirits. He did not know that she had planned to give it to her cousin in exchange for his pretty mouth harp that she had always coveted. And so the clan did weep, but only with laughter, for the Eye of Bandar was indeed a sacred thing, but truly worthless outside the hands of the Bandari. Ah, so this is the story of the gem that we are trying to stop being stolen. Okay.
Luck be with you, Walker. This one is Elier Sodro.
Because your accent is pretty dang good. Thank you, Howling Scrap. How are you today? Hope you're glad, because if you're not, I'll be sad. I appreciate it. Thank you. Elliot, hi. Hope you're glad, because if you're not, I'll be sad. I need to get K-Pound Bizloba to read. Oh my gosh, I'd love to do like a group reading session with people. It'd be so cool. You will indulge this one, yes? Has anyone else come through your camp recently?
No. We Bandari are used to scrutiny, but rarely from such a distance. The Dark Elves in these lands...
Yeah, I've not done Khajiit lore on YouTube yet, I don't think.
This is no matter. This one extends his warmest welcomes to you instead.
Did you visit the shrine of St. Voris nearby?
The shrine? Oh, that shrine. It is a place holy to Dark Elves, yes? Of little interest to us Khajiit. This one is late in his years and does not remember. But he may have accidentally wandered through. Yes, that was probably so.
Have you seen any strange activity around your camp?
Ask Shadea. This one thought it sensible to hire protection while crossing a land rife with...
Joe Jill on YouTube, thanks for moving along. I really appreciate it. We'll see you again very, very soon. Bye.
And you are welcome to ask around our camp, Walker. Make yourself at home among the Bandari.
What brought you to the Telvanni Peninsula, Peninsuela. I say it wrong on purpose. Don't get angry.
Bandari, our travels take us wherever the roads may lead us. The roads happen to lead us here, to this Selen Mora. We sought to stay at the grand outpost east of here, but it seems to be in ruins.
You can tell this one more about the Bandari, yes?
Perhaps you have come across our kind in your travels before.
Baby!
No matter. We are traveling merchants, seeking to sell our wares in all corners of the land. This one was born on the road and has traveled with this caravan all of his days.
So, everyone in this caravan is your family?
Shadea and her mercenaries are not, though they would be welcome among us if they desired to be. Our clan opens its arms to those who wish to follow the way of the Bandari. Very different from what this one has seen of these Telvanni, yes?
Please, answer Coriel. How long do you think you will stay here?
This one has seen many years pass, and wearies more easily of travel. He thinks just this one more night will do well for his aching bones. You are welcome to join us, Walker. We have food and tents to spare for those who share our company.
I love him. They're all so sweet and I love them already, and I hate, like, side quests are so easy to fall in love with side characters and then they get flippin' taken out. Kay, would you be the right person to ask about the Orange of the Dramathra and, like, the lore behind them? Have you done Southern Elsewhere story, Howling Scrap? Before I go into it, one of the best ways to learn about the Dramathra and their history is in Southern Elsewhere. And I know I say Southern weird. Tell me, like, leave me alone. So, there's a place up here called Black Heights in Southern Elsewhere. And they have a really great quest here that will teach you about the Dramathra in a much more fun way than me sitting here explaining it. I mean, you know, there are explanations. There's also a quest in Northern Elsewhere, which is in the Scar in here, Ashen Scar. Yeah, I think it's here. With the mother, and that one's a really great quest too. I just find that playing through the quests and experiencing it firsthand is way more fun than hearing about it. But yeah, I mean, Tony's kind of got it in a nutshell there. They're former Khajiit whose spirits were corrupted by the Bent Dance, and the Bent Dance is basically something that Khajiit hear until they get entranced by it. There's a whole deep storyline, but highly recommend the Ashen Scar quest. Oh, awesome. That helps a lot because I've done the Maw of Locage, but that only told me they're an evil ancestor. No, absolutely. Go to the lovely Ashen Scar quest right here and the Southern Elsewhere quest up here in Black Heights. This one I feel like has a lot of information about the Dramathra and the bent dance, but yeah, really fun to do those quests, and they were some of my favorite quests in Elsewhere because we've obviously encountered the Dramathra before in Elder Scrolls Online, but it didn't go so in depth into what it is, how it affects Khajiits, etc, etc. So yeah, highly recommend this quest and the Ashen Star quest. It might not be, I think it is that one. I think it is this one. There's a priestess of Azura, or a champion of Azura, something to do with Azura, and the whole quest is about Azura, and which is really interesting as well because you learn about a lot more about Azura and how that links with Khajiits, etc. Basically, if you've never done Northern Elsewhere and Southern Elsewhere, highly recommend you do Northern Elsewhere, then Southern Elsewhere. Do every side quest. You will learn so much about Khajiits, and it is so great, especially if you love Khajiits. This is absolutely 1,000,000% my favorite chapter. Obviously. But Southern Elsewhere is equally just as good. This is my favorite DLC. Shocking, I know. But yeah. Hope that helps. I know that it's probably not... You probably just wanted me to give you the information, but why do that when I can just give you some really fun quests to go and do? Also, Maw of Locage is a great dungeon. Trial. Because I always get Maw of Locage, I always get it mixed up with flipping the other blue one. The dungeon. Flipping, why have I...
What is it you want? Your nose is too close to my face.
I like you already. I like the flipping really long one where Big Dragon Boy follows you the whole time and it's really irritating. And you're like, just leave me alone. I know it, but I'm going to have to look it up because my brain is not functioning and I'm going to get really mad at myself. The whole year of Elsewhere was... Lair of Marsalok, that's the one. Yeah, I absolutely love the year. Honestly, the year of Elsewhere, the Khajiit storyline, the whole year was the best year for ESO, in my opinion. I know a lot of people loved Blackwood and a lot of people loved the Western Skyrim year, but no, for me, it was Elsewhere. It's going to be very hard to top that. I'm very excited to hear more about the reveals on Thursday 18th, which is Thursday. Very excited, but it's really hard to top Elsewhere for me. That being said, not all hope is lost, because in the future, at some point, they've got to fill in this middle bit. And this middle bit's going to be really interesting, because that's where the Nahatan flu is focused, I'm pretty sure. And that is just, like, not a good place right now. I'm also secretly hoping, although I did ask some people when I went to go visit Zenimax and stuff, but I really hope that we get the Omezrat in Elsewhere at some point, because I always say that the Omezrat are a strain of Khajiit that we don't see in the game yet. There's loads of strains of Khajiit that we see. For those who don't know, Khajiit are born differently depending on like the position of Joan and Jode when they're born and various other things. And one of the types of Khajiit is the Omezrat or Omzrat. And that is what I am. Oh my gosh, Northern Tech, Hermit! Thank you so much for the 50 squid towards the Samaritans. I really appreciate it. Another goal smashed. I just wanted to have a chill charity stream. Look at this, it's popping off. Thank you so much. Your money will help keep the phones open for the Samaritans and keep the phone lines open for people who desperately need it. Thank you so much. You're going to help loads of people save lives by a simple phone call. It sounds simple, it sounds silly, but a phone call can be the difference between life or death for some people. To know that someone is listening and someone cares can mean everything. So thank you so much. Samaritans is such a special case. And honestly, if you weren't here and I didn't have the Realm of Insanity and I didn't have badges, I would have rang the Samaritans so much over the past 3 years. Way much. But thank you so much. They saved my bestie's life. Oh, Northern Tech Hermit. I'm so glad they were there to help your lovely friend. So
Did I ever tell
I'm
you
so
about the
pleased that they were there.
dress
I'm not pleased that they had to take the time to do it, because nobody wants to be in that position. I'm really sorry that they reached that point, but I'm so glad that they contacted the Samaritans and had them talk to them and sort them through their minds. So this is what I mean. This is the difference with the Samaritans. This is how important it is, especially this time of year. Christmas and January, like December and January, are so hard for so many people, especially lonely people, because you've got the festive period where everyone's talking about family and togetherness, and then you've got January where they've spent all their money, they're trying to struggle, they've got a whole year ahead of them, everything's really overwhelming. So thank you so much. And again, I'm really sorry that your friend had to ring the Samaritans, but I'm so glad the Samaritans were there for them and that they're still in this world, because every life is precious and you're all wonderful and you all deserve the world. Let's up the goal again. Because I feel like if we just leave it like this, it looks like we're just not bothered. But there we go. Let's up it again. I'll do another little one. You don't have to finish the stream with that finish, chat. Obviously, for charity, it is amazing, but you absolutely don't have to do it. But yeah, I would love to see the Omazrat here, and they are the most mer-like of the Khajiits, aka me. I'm an Omazrat. And they usually have ears or tails, but they don't have fur, and what they usually do is paint themselves with markings to look more Khajiiti, or some of them have markings, but they're a really interesting strain of the Khajiit, and you see statues of them in elsewhere, so we know that they are in Elder Scrolls lore still, but maybe they were the weakest and the Hatton flew. That was my theory. I was like, well, either they're all in the middle here and they've all hidden here, or maybe they were the weakest against the Hatton flew. I don't know. Yeah, Khajiit lore is very intriguing. For those that didn't see me unboxing my letter, by the way, I'm theorizing that this area is the one that we're going to unlock. I don't know for certain. I have no behind-the-scenes information. All I have is the letter that I got. Because Skingrad is about here, and they said we're going to the southwest coast. So this technically is the southwest coast, because you've got a little coastal bit here. It's southwest from Cyrodiil, so this is my theory, but I could be very, very wrong. I've been known to be wrong in the past, and I've not actually looked too much into what other people are saying. The VOD is going to be uploaded tomorrow on YouTube, so if you want to watch me unboxing the letter and listen to me and Badger's theorizing, I've cut it out. I've cut out all the bits from it, and I'm going to put it all up on YouTube tomorrow. So if you want to watch that, it's going to go up on YouTube tomorrow about 2 o'clock. So if you want to watch my theory before it all goes live on Thursday, you can go watch there and see it all unfolding in my brain. I saved my letter and fragment to unbox on stream, despite having to scroll past many spoilers.
What is it?
Many spoilers.
So close to my face.
Khajiit must know. Who are you?
This one is called Shadea. She and her mercenaries are here only to protect the caravan for coin.
Yeah, we don't allow data mine stuff here, chat, or leak, so...
remain no longer than she must.
Has that happened this year? I really hope it hasn't. Every year, people ruin it. I'm really hoping this year they didn't, because last year a bunch of idiots decided to leak a bunch of stuff, and I was like, why? It is literally a couple of days away. You could have let everyone enjoy it from the official account. I literally avoid... To be honest, I've not been looking online at Elder Scrolls Online tags ever since I got the letter or got told that the letter was coming, because I know there's people out there that just spoil it for everyone, and I'd rather avoid all socials. Like, I nearly missed that we've got a new event coming up But yeah, I'd rather avoid all social media until we get to it than have spoilers, because I want it to come from the horse's mouth, not some random who likes to ruin everybody's work. People sit there for hours on end figuring out how to reveal these things. That people make animated cinematic trailers. They do all these teasers that they spend money sending out to creators. And people think it's appropriate to go and data mine stuff and leak it for everyone. What, because you want 5 minutes of fame? You want to ruin thousands of people's jobs and hard work for the sake of 5 minutes that you could get some attention on the internet? Data mining sucks! The only games that are okay to data mine are the ones that encourage it, like FNAF and things like that. Yeah, so in the VOD, you'll see in the video tomorrow on YouTube, I did look up all the fragment pieces together, and I looked up at UESP's breakdown of what they think each item is. I'm very happy that I got the piece that has, like, the little lantern and the Mage's Guild-esque eyeball. I'm very happy about that because I love anything to do with, like, magic and mages. In Skyrim, I was always a mage player, so yeah, I love that. Khajiit would like to know, did you visit the shrine of Saint Voris?
This one is not in the habit of paying tithes to foreign saints. The elder may have gone, but he insisted others stay at the camp. Fine by this one, so long as she gets paid.
Answer, Khajiit. Have you seen any suspicious activity around your camp?
Yes, a nosy walker came to spy and ask foolish questions.
Boo.
And Shadea was the only one bothered by this. Then again, the elder and his family are Bandari. They are used to being treated like criminals. Anything else, nosy walker?
How dare you be so rude to me? Also, sorry if I upset anyone with the data mining rant. It wasn't directed at anyone, but to me, as someone that has seen behind the curtain and sees how hard ZeniMax and Bethesda work on the reveals and work to make things exciting and fun for the community, it genuinely breaks my heart to see when it all gets thrown in the bin because people can't be patient. So if anyone got upset with that, I do apologize, but also it's a very passionate piece of annoyance for me because I've seen how it affects people, and I just don't. And I get that most people that look at data mines share data mines. A lot of people that do that don't understand the damage that data mining does. They just think, oh, it's a sneak preview, it's really exciting, I'm going to share this with people. And I like to try and educate others on what that means for the people behind the scenes, because like I said, people don't know that that's how it affects negatively, you know? So hopefully me saying that has made you realize, now that you put it that way, maybe data mining is not that cool. The less we interact with data mining and the less we share it, the less incentives people will have to do it. So the more that you talk down to data mining or knock it and say it's not good, the more that'll spread and the less it should happen. So data mining sucks. Sorry. Jackass, hello, how are you today? I hope you're glad, because if you don't, I always said, yeah, where it's actually built into the marketing of the franchise like it is with FNAF, that's cool. Yeah, I feel like a lot of indie games are the exception to this rule because they like data mining to find puzzles and things, but you can tell when a game encourages it because they'll put Easter eggs in the codes. We invest our lives sometimes into these forms of entertainment, and spoiling it makes you a terrible person. Well, to be honest, like I said, a lot of people don't realise that that's what it's doing. A lot of people are just excited and they love the game. So I don't blame those people. As long as you listen and educate yourself and understand that it's not great and then you change your actions, that's okay. But I've never been a fan of leaks. I don't see why you can't just wait, you know? I don't know. That's just me. Please tell Khajiit, what do you do exactly?
Stand a bit closer and find out.
Woo!
This one is quick with her blade and does not hesitate to stick it in those who ask for it. Pray that won't be you.
Was there a pop-up in chat when the Northern Tech Hermit done that? By the way, Northern Tech Hermit, we opened your throne gift today. If it wasn't clipped and put in the Discord, I will do it myself later, and I'll also send you the thank you message on Throne. I need to adult, got a terrible cough and cold from work. The dreaded lurgy is pumping me. No, Northern Tech Hermit, thank you very much for coming along. I appreciate it. We'll see you again very, very soon. Enjoy your lurk, enjoy your adulting. well, enjoy it as much as you can, unfortunately. This one must know you're a mercenary. Sorry, I feel like I've been yapping through her thing, and she's such a cool side character.
This one's band has no room to cut in another share. These peddlers.
Yeah, get well soon, sausage. Dinner smells so good, but I really want to finish this quest before I finish the stream, because I feel like it's a quest that we're already in the middle of. I don't really want to be stopping it halfway through, but I don't know how long this quest is.
The locker's in the crypt. He just slipped past.
Oh. What happened, Dravin? Dravin. Dravin.
Hurry! The lock can't be too far ahead.
The way that priest tripped all of your protective runes, it's almost like they're working against you, Relasi.
No! Get him!
The lock! I like him. He reminds me of Rajin. He's got Rajin vibes. I'll check the Discord later. Please do. I think it might have been... I think we may have had a saucy sausage do it already, but if not, I'll go back and clip it myself. I unfortunately didn't get punchy again. That's a little bit of a spoiler for you. I unfortunately didn't get punchy.
Quit running away, and I'll do more than that.
Punchy still won't come to me in the Animal Crossing packs. It makes me so sad. On the good side, I didn't get any duplicates. So there's that at least. I'm missing a lot of urns in here, I know, but I'm trying to... Don't do what I'm doing. Always loot urns when you're running through a place like this, because you could get so many designs and furnishings and foods. Highly recommend not doing what I'm doing. Oh, balls! Both Baldur's Gate 3 and Guild Wars 2 are patching on GeoForce Now, and GeoForce Now tax for it. Oh, snap. Patchy oh, this is...
If only those priests had listened to you, Relasi. You know, it's not too late to switch sides.
Shut up! I'm not switching sides!
I like him. I like him a lot. Like sometimes hours, days. Oh, really?
Let's see if we can draw him out.
Ooh.
And the talisman is mine!
Oops.
You know, if you leave that replica where it is, the High Priest would be none the wiser. It could be our little secret.
No, no, no! How did he know? Nobody saw me. How could the Lark have known? He has the talisman. The real talisman. I made a replica of the original. Switched it out without the High Priest knowing. Then, I hid the real one down here to keep it safe.
Why would you do that?
The High Priest refused my order to take the relic off display. He thinks it's safe as long as he's watching it. But the Lark could steal stripes off a cat. If I couldn't stop his heist, I thought I could at least trick him into taking a replica.
The Lark saw through your trick. He left this note for you at the shrine.
That arrogant swit! And if that foolish priest hadn't prematurely set off my runes, I'd have clipped the Lark's wings and had him dead to rights! Tell me this isn't over. Tell me you found something useful. Something at the Khajiit camp, maybe.
The Elder, Elucidro, visited the shrine alone. Khajiit also found the story he wrote.
A story. Great. What reason would this Elder have to visit the... Wait. Did you read this? His legend says the relic holds this Eye of Bandar. Fetch it all! I need you to get back to the camp quickly, before the High Priest intervenes.
Coriel will head back to the Bandari camp. What do you want her to do there?
Keep an eye on that Elder. If he's really involved, he may not know the danger he's put himself in. Believe me, even if only one of the Khajiit is conspiring with the Lark, the High Priest will make sure the entire caravan suffers for it.
You must tell Khajiit. What are you going to do while she goes to the camp?
I'll see to High Priest Treelam. I'll assure him that you're in pursuit of our thief and everything is going as planned. If you don't manage to recover the talisman, well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
What if this one gets there and the Khajiit are gone?
You really think they'd have packed up all those tents and left in the time it took us to get through the crypts?
Yes, Howling, right?
Not even the Lark of Rosgard.
You'll meet a lot of them if you do the Elsewhere story. They have, with Elsewhere, they added a lot of the different types of Khajiit, including some of the big ones. It's so good. You are going to tell the High Priest about the talisman, yes?
The replica, you mean? I know what the Lark said, but I actually have principles. A code I try to live by. I can downplay the caravan's involvement, but I'd have to tell the truth about my actions. I've caused enough trouble already.
Are you going to tell the High Priest about the story of the Eye of Bandar?
You mean the third-hand account that directly challenges the religious importance of the most sacred relic in the shrine of this peninsula's most influential patron saint? I wasn't planning on it, no.
Why not?
Did you forget who you're talking to? It's not my place to challenge the faith in any of the patron saints of the Great Houses. And even if it was, do you really think that stubborn High Priest would give the story any credibility? I don't.
Why is stopping Lark of Rosgard so important to you?
Because I'm an armiger. I should delight in such a grand and poetic experience. But no matter how clever or prepared I am, every chapter against the Lark ends with me playing the fool. This refrain only ends when I beat him for good.
Ooh. Someone's a little bit worried. I should really switch to my damage dealing build when I'm doing this, because I could run through here without ever being spotted by any enemies. Well done. Well done, Ember.
Go ahead.
In death we return! Hello, how are you today? I hope you're glad, because if you're not, I'll be sad. Hello, how are you? How you doing? Did you ever figure out the weirdness from yesterday? No. I still don't understand what's going on. I think you're all just acting a bit weird. I think you all need to go talk to someone. I'm sure you're all just trolling me and being menaces. I've not checked the Discord today while I've been streaming, so I'll have to see if anyone else has said that they've seen what's going on. All very strange. There's been some weird happenings today as well, actually. I mean, chat were talking about some kind of thing that popped up. I don't know. There was a thing on the screen. I don't know what was that going on. My stream wasn't letting me come back on the screen after a back break. And apparently the screen was glitching out. I don't know. It was weird stuff going on. I swear Keith is haunting me again.
Oh, hell. Please. They're still alive in the ruins. Walker, please. Save my family.
Oh, I told you this was gonna happen. What happened? Who did this?
Shadea kept pushing to leave. Elir Sudro insisted we stay. And then he told her everything. The relic, the thief, secrets we swore to keep. He spoke on the eye's value to the Bandari, but she heard only the promise of coin.
Forgive Khajiit. But what did he do with the others?
Took them to the ruins. The relic is the price of their lives. Too late for me.
No!
Please, find the Lark. Save the others.
Coriel will do what she can. No! No! This you do know, Shadeir, but the Elder Isidro told this one everything about his little scheme and your part in it. Shadeir thinks the talisman will be a better payout than the meager gold her band is getting from these peddlers. If you wish for the Elder and his remaining family to live, bring the talisman to the abandoned outpost east of camp. Many tricks, and we will paint this outpost with the blood of the Bandari. Shadeir! Oh, why did they kill some of them? Oh.
Everything went off without a...
Wait. Where is everyone?
Hello, Locke.
What happened here?
I like your mask. Very pretty.
I knew Relasi was desperate to get me, but I never thought she'd order something like this.
Shadeir did this. She left a ransom note.
Shadeir? Why did he tell her? That old cat is too quick to assume the good in everyone. And perhaps I'm about to make the same mistake, but I'll ask it plainly. Can I count on your help in rescuing my client and his family or not?
It does not get paid unless it rescues him, does it?
You think the Bandari are paying me? They could barely afford to pay their mercenaries. The Lark of Rosgard never leaves a job unfinished. Simple as that.
Why would you agree to steal something without getting paid for it?
Stealing is so inelegant a word for what I do. I prefer to think of it as reacquisition. And the simple answer is that some things are much better earned than bought. Trust, for example. If I give you the talisman, will I have earned yours?
What is your plan?
When we get to the ruins, I need you to barter with Shadeir. Do whatever you can to keep her occupied with the talisman. While you do that, I'll do what I do best. It's a gamble, but I think we can pull it off.
This one has some questions first.
I have some answers, but let's not go on too long. As much as I'd welcome seeing Relasi, I think it's best if we keep ahead of her for the moment.
What is the story with you and Relasi anyways?
She was on duty guarding the Library of Vivek when she almost caught me reacquiring a rare first edition on behalf of the original author. She took it very personally, and she's been obsessed with catching me ever since.
Please, answer Khajiit. Has she ever come close to catching you?
Oh, sure. Within kissing distance every time we've met. The only reason she hasn't yet is luck. Plain and simple. But you'll never see me admitting that to her. Better to leave her thinking I'm at least one step ahead.
You are always so flirty with her, yes?
She's obsessed with my every movement. But I'm the flirty one, sure. Oh.
Just kiss already!
She's jealous when she finds out we've been working together.
She seemed pretty insistent that you worked alone.
I keep telling her we should run away together. That's probably what she tells herself to keep from saying yes.
Why did you agree to steal the talisman of Saint Voiris and Elucidro for Elucidro?
I met Elucidro with a bounty on my head. He could have turned me in for the payout. Instead, he welcomed me into the caravan. And that story of his ancestor tricking Saint Voris into coveting the Eye of Bandar always stuck with me.
So you are repaying him for a favor?
The Bandari believe that favors should be passed on, not repaid. The Lark of Rosgard was born from that idea. Still, we both always wanted to reclaim the Eye of Bandar. So we planned it, with some trickery of our own.
Why did he decide to bring the caravan all the way here for something so risky?
Leave that to the customs of the Bandari. His family wanted to reclaim the Eye just as much as him. Going alone was never an option. Still, the camp was vital to misdirect investigation. just as the Lark of Rosgard serves to misdirect motive.
Do you keep any of the things you take ownership of?
Reacquire, not steal. And no, the only things I keep are memories and my notorious name.
If you left the crypts before this one, why did she reach the campsite before you?
You really don't trust me, do you? If you must know, I was waiting until you ran off to try and catch a moment alone with Relasi. If I had known what happened with Shadea, I would have come straight here.
And what did you end up saying to Relasi?
Nothing. All the times we met before, there was this fire in her eyes when she pursued me. Now it's gone. I think I pushed her too far this time. I thought making my presence known would have just made things worse.
He has a crush on her, totally. Now keep
I'll meet you at the ruins. Remember to keep Shadea talking as long as possible.
I like him. Nord and Nonny! Hello, how are you today? Hope you're glad, because if you don't, I'll be sad. Hello, Nonnies, and hello, Nord. How are you? Two very spicy sausages in chat. Hello. How are we all? He's voiced by the same dude who voices Vladimir in Starfield. What? I thought I recognized his voice. I accidentally liked one of your TikToks on the wrong account the other day. Really? I wouldn't have known if you didn't say anything. I get quite a few notifications on there. The interesting story of early streaming. Oh, that one. Yeah, if anyone's not watched that one yet, I'd really appreciate if you could, because I don't get any monies from it unless it hits 1,000 views. Which is annoying, because it's currently, like, stuck at 700. I'm hoping it will randomly gain some hype. Although I think I need to redo it when I get a better microphone for my phone recordings, because it was really not... the recording quality for the... I have a new microphone on the way. A brand brought out a brand new wireless mic for Android phones. And they reached out to see if I wanted one. So I done some research. Seems like they're legitimate, so they're going to be sending it to me. Not for stream, for TikToks. I'll let you know when it arrives. I'm not going to talk about it yet, because I want to make sure it arrives okay and it's actually good before I start. I want to make sure it's good and stuff. So they seem legit and it all seemed pretty good, but I just want to make sure before, you know, test it out. Can you say what brand it is? I'd rather not until I've tested it out.
I hope I helped.
Because it's a brand I've never worked with before, so this is my first...
Closer or this one will bleed out the Elder. Where is the thief?
Shadea, please. This one is sure that Walker means no harm. We can talk through this, yes?
I am very looking forward to it, though. I'm very, very excited. I'm very much looking forward to it. And I'm really hoping it's good, because the brand's really sweet. And also, I really have been needing to upgrade my audio on my TikToks for so long. And I do really enjoy recording them on my phone. And it'd be great when I go to events as well, because I do find that the mic on the actual phone itself isn't great. So it'd be nice. It'll be good if it does work. But I might redo that video then. If not, I need to start recording them. At least ones where I'm talking to a camera. I can record them on my PC and chop it down into mobile format, or just record it on ATOM vertical. So we'll see how things go. We do be taking a certain trip to Amsterdam, by the way. I can't say 100% because I need to wait until I get more info on stuff. But most likely planning on it, yes. I really am hoping to.
You should have kept your nose to your...
It's wireless as well, drummer, so I'm really excited because that'll be great. It's a little clip-on lavalier mic kind of thing. Coriel has the talisman of Saint Voiris.
What? Where did you... It does not...
Look at him!
Give it to Shadea, now!
What are you planning to do with the talisman?
With so many hands grasping for it, someone must pay well for it, yes? Shadea is losing patience. Toss it over now!
Khajiit will throw it on the count of 3, 2, 1.
What was that? No! Curse you, thief! No! You will pay for this, Walker. Surrender the talisman or the others die.
Oh my god, he nearly just pushed me into the lava.
Save this one's family. Give her the talisman if you must.
That's Relassi. Follow my lead and play along.
Stop right there!
You've tricked me out of the talisman, but you'll never catch me alive!
Scoundrel! Thief! The pariah curse you and hound your steps for all your days!
Well, that was convincing. Where are the others?
This one is not injured, Walker. Perhaps it is a better fate.
He looks like Coriel's granddad or something. Please, tell this one, what happened back at camp?
This one misplaced his trust, and now pays dearly for it. Those who tried to fight back were killed. Please, Walker, none of this was worth the lives of my family. Save who you can.
This one will follow Shadayar and see what she can do.
I came as quickly as I could. As soon as I saw what happened at the camp, I followed the tracks here to the outpost. But Vec, what a terrible thing. If there are any others left alive, we need to save them.
You will tell this one. What happened back at the shrine?
I'd have been here sooner, but High Priest Treelam kept badgering me with questions.
Badgers!
He hasn't even realized his precious relic was replaced with a fake. When I got there, he'd taken it off the pedestal and was clutching it to his chest.
So it is not worried about finding the original talisman.
While there are lives at stake, I couldn't give a nix. If you can go after them, I'll escort the Elder here safely out of the caverns. Can I still count on you?
Khajiit will make sure the rest of the Bandari escapes safely. Okay. Let's go rescue those dang hostages. There are many great USB-C mics nowadays. Oh, cool. Looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to sharing it.
You will not give the talisman willingly? Face Shadayar's blades and suffer.
Get 'em, Ember! Get 'em!
This one has...
Get out of here, Shadaya, Shadara, potato, patata.
My thanks, Walker.
This one shall pay your favor.
They're so cute. I love them.
A true friend to the Bandari.
A true friend to the Bandari. Me. You hear that? Me. Also, if you didn't see already, we did done shout outs for the lovely Nordenheim. If you're not already following them, make sure you do. The most delightful centaur in all the lands. Great when I'm at events and my legs get tired. A very spicy sausage. And you won't regret it. They play lots of Elder Scrolls Online. Fellow stream team member. Very spicy sausage, saucy beans.
I was starting to get worried. The others just passed me. They're safe. Now, all that remains is to decide the fate of the Talisman of St. Voorhis.
What if Relassi tells the High Priest about you working for the Bandari?
She wouldn't. The only person Relassi wants to suffer
Nord is very
time is me. And she still needs to catch me. Besides, if the High Priest knew about her little stunt with the replica talisman, she'd be finished. We've got that we can hold over her.
You will indulge Coriel. What if she tells the High Priest the truth about the replica herself?
Way ahead of you. While you were saving the hostages, I doubled back and managed to steal Relassi's replica off the High Priest personally. Serves him right for not listening to my favorite armiger in the first place.
Why did you do that?
So I could give it to you. Will you honor the patron saint of House Telvanni by restoring his shrine's most beloved spoil of war? Or will you don the mask of the pariah and deliver them the replica? The choice is now yours.
You are trusting this one to make the decision.
For everyone involved to keep their desired reputations, there is no one else I can trust with this decision. It has to be you. I mean, I know what I'd do, but it's in your hands now.
Explain this choice to Coriel. Why does it matter that she has both the replica and original talismans?
As far as Relassi knows, you only have the original talisman. If you give the original to Elior Sudro and the replica to Relassi, she'll have to pretend it's the real thing, or get herself in a whole world of trouble by admitting how she lost it.
And if this one chooses to give Relassi the original?
Then you'll have honored the tribunal and saved the Shrine of St. Voorhees from a fate of worshipping a worthless trinket with no real mystical properties for time immemorial. Or perhaps they'd be doing that either way. Who can say?
It does not feel any sympathy to the followers of St. Voorhees.
What they don't know won't hurt them. The Eye of Bandar has been lost for generations, and yet the Bandari kept its legend alive through stories. Is the faith in St. Voorhees so fragile that the loss of one relic would send it crumbling?
What exactly is the significance of the Eye of Bandar, anyway?
That question, my friend, would be best asked of Elior Sudro. Though if you've heard the tale of his little ancestor, you may have some understanding of it already.
Forgive Coriel for asking, but why are you trying to help out Rizari?
Relassi has made things hard for herself, remaining a decent person in her line of work.
You
Even her
definitely
making that
don't have a
replica was done with
crush.
the best of intentions. Chasing someone for so long with little to no headway can't be easy. She deserves a win.
You are turning yourself in, yes?
When we've just started having fun? No. The Lark's got plenty of work to do, believe me. And if I wind up playing the fool in Relassi's story more often, I think that's something I can live with.
She seems pretty intent on catching it, not just playing the fool.
Relassi follows a code, as did St. Voorhees, as do the Bandari. As I do, and I'm sure you do too. Our codes clash and harmonize. Most of the time, they pass in quiet opposition. I'm holding out hope that Relassi and I will harmonize again someday.
Failing this heist will ruin your reputation, yes?
No. See, the important thing here is that Relassi didn't catch me. In fact, you looking like you caught me works in my favor. Trust me, she needs the encouragement. It'll keep her from giving up.
Please, indulge this one. Why is that a good thing for you?
My reputation wouldn't be half of what it is today without Relassi making me notorious. That's a valuable thing to have in a long-term adversary. And she keeps me on my toes. That's useful. Even if I'd much rather she have me on my back. See you around, stranger. And send my fondest farewells to Relassi, will you?
I had to watch him ping off again one more time. Just a little glitter bomb. I wonder who I'm gonna give the talisman to. Do you want to have a guess, chat? I'll give you a guess.
The Walker has returned. 1,000 blessings to you, savior of the Bandari.
I love him.
This one mourns those...
I think you did hear that right, Nord. Although I don't know if we're just dirty, because I didn't know if he was talking about killing each other, like, on... Like, or... You know... So, I don't know. On your back like dead, or...
There's greed overtook. But we would have lost so much more if it were not for you, Walker. This one knows not how to express his thanks. The buoyant armiger, she failed to catch our tricky friend, yes?
The Lark of Rosgod is gone. Coriel has the talisman of St. Voorhees.
Ha! So, the fate of the Eye of Bandar falls to you. Whichever way you choose, Walker. This one asks only that you do not use what you learned today about the Eye to challenge the faith of those who serve at this shrine.
I love him so much. Coriel is giving you the real talisman to restore the Eye of Bandar.
Walker, this one is at a loss for words.
I hope I can ask him about the eye afterwards. It was showing up red when I was hovering over it, so I was like...
The shrine of St. Voorhees.
Khajiit will give them the replica talisman that Relasi made. They will not realize the difference. No, you're not going to let me...
Very good, Walker. Very good.
Okay, thank goodness.
You are...
No!
Walker. This one wishes you luck and safe travels in every endeavor. May our roads meet again, friend.
Frick frack! Oh, I hope I can still ask him. I didn't want to do it because I thought it was going to make me give him the fake one. Oh, frick frack. It's fine. I can just look up someone else's gameplay and listen to all he had to say.
Just as we planned.
I know stuff, but I wanted to hear it from him because he's so cute.
The lot got away, but the remaining Khajiit are safe, right? Then it's a victory in my book. Did you recover anything else for me?
This is for you.
I recognize my handiwork. I'll be a hero returning this to the shrine. It's a false victory, but no one needs to know that besides us. Take your payment. If we meet again, I hope it will be after I've taken the upper hand on the Lark of Rosgard. What happened today was a setback, but the knowledge is my burden to bear. No one needs to learn from it except me. I'll make it right by capturing the Lark of Rosgard next time. I swear it.
So, what will you do now, Relasi?
I'll send a report to my superiors. I'll remain in SHENANIGANS Mora for a few days, just to make sure it's safe. And then I'll likely be back on the trail of the Lark of Rosgard.
You will tell this one. How did you manage to make such a convincing replica of the talisman?
Oh, I've always had an eye for that sort of thing. The sacred gem looked enough like Moonstone that I made it work in a pinch.
They'd be such a good duo. She could make replicas, he could steal them and replace them.
If I got in the wrong line of work.
And how did you manage to replace the original with the replica without the High Priest noticing?
It's just being furtive and aware of your surroundings. I suppose I have some sort of intuition I've picked up from my work on... You know what? I'm going to stop this line of questioning right here.
What did he say?
No. I get enough teasing about how good a thief I'd be from the Lark of Rosgard. I don't need it from you two. Now run along before I...
Hey Lynn, hello, hope you're glad, because if you're not, I'll be sad, hello.
Into custody for this case.
Armiger Relasi, your efforts in returning this relic to our shrine will be noted. Thank you again for your service. I would say that we are in your debt, but this is what Relasi hired you for, is it not? I did want to ask you something. I noticed that the talisman appears a little different.
This one is curious. Different how?
It's changed somehow. The gem inside seems to have a different sort of luster. I rather wonder if your forceful expression of will in seeing its safe return has somehow tapped into its hidden power. It's an exciting development, to say the least.
Has anyone else seen any change in the talisman?
I've heard nothing. But of course, no one knows the talisman as intimately as I do.
There.
Being threatened as it was has to mean we'll have an influx of pilgrims soon. Perhaps others will be able to provoke it further.
Sure, buddy. Sure. Oh, I'm so sad that I missed out on the dialogue about the information about the... Like, I just wanted to hear him tell me the story of the Eye of Bandar. I'm so sad now. He's not going to talk to me. Oh!
Skin shall return to elsewhere
Yes.
on light feet, and your name in our stories. The Eye of Bandar glints with mischief. This one imagines it too is ready to see far away places.
What will you and your family do now that you have the Eye of Bandar?
We shall mourn those we lost, and leave the lands of the Telvanni. We hope to come across another caravan of Bandari soon and trade for supplies, as we have run rather low.
Will you hold on to the eye for now, or do you plan to pass it on to another?
This one does not plan to hold it for long.
Dang it!
Perhaps we will trade for supplies, or perhaps we will trade it for a simple song. But he is blessed to see the eye return to his people in his lifetime. Luck be with you always, Walker.
I love him! I'm so sad that a load of them had to be gone for this to happen, though. Ah, well, I really liked that quest line with the Khajiit, and we did some of the main story. If you're watching on the VOD, I'm going to say goodbye to you now, T-Storians. And if you're watching live, do stick around because we're going to do a giveaway and a wind down. But T-Storians, this is the end of the line for you. Thank you so much for watching today. And if you want to tell me in the comments, what did you decide? Did you give them the eye? Did you not? Have you not done the quest yet? What would you have done? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget, you can pick up ESO and the various versions of Elder Scrolls Online from the link in the description. And you can support me at the same time. I've got a page on my website which explains each different version, which one you should get. And if you're a new player or whatever, it's all on my website. But thank you for coming along. Don't forget, you don't just deserve a life. You deserve a happy, healthy, and fulfilled life. I appreciate all of you.